Hey, I just got back from AAW. I got some cool stories to tell. Um, so AAW was, well, right now it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so it was technically last Friday night. It's Saturday morning now. But main reason I went to because they had a big card. Um, the headliners, I guess, um, they had Colt Cabana, Tommaso Ciampa, John Gargano, Ethan Page, Candice LeRae, and the reason why I went, they had Chris Hero. I never met Chris Hero before, so let me just tell quick stories about what happened meeting the wrestlers and stuff. First, very first I met was Tommaso Ciampa, great guy, and you're gonna love this. So he was selling developmentally speaking, which stars Brian Myers hosting, and his guests are Tommaso Ciampa, Colt Cabana, and Chris Hero. And as I mentioned, all three of those guys were at the show. So take a look at this. Boom. I don't know if you can see it real well, but you can see it's a there's like three singers on there. Colt Cabana, Tommaso Ciampa, and Chris Hero. How about that? I mean, how many people have this thing signed by all three people? You know, how often are these three people in the same room together? Because yeah, you'll have Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Hero work PWG a lot, but you know, Cabana hasn't worked PWG in like a long time. So it's rare that you get all the. This was Chris Hero's first PWG. It's Chris Hero's first AEW appearance in like 7 years. So yeah, I guess maybe you can get these free signatures like over time, but in one day, it's gotta be like pretty hard to get. So as I met Ciampa first, I got the DVD from him. Got said like got the DVD and first thing said like, hey, would you mind signing it? And he said, sure. And I said, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get everybody to sign it. So like, oh, in that case, I'll make room for everybody else's signature, and I'll like, because he had to take this, take out the sleeve. So I'll leave it out the sleeve, so then you can have everybody sign it without having to take it out again. So that was nice of him. Cool guy, Champa. By the way, it's Champa. I talked to him at the show, and I've always heard it was I heard him once say on a podcast that it's Tommaso Ciampa. I asked him like, hey, like, so is it Ciampa or Ciampa? He said it's Ciampa. And like, yeah, I thought so. Like, why start people call you Ciampa? It's like I don't know, like it's easier to say, I guess. But anyway, so that was cool. So yeah, I got Ciampa's autograph first. Next brought the Chris Hero. Got Chris Hero to sign at 8x10. Boom, right here. Got some glare here, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you can see it right there. Tony, Chris Hero. And yeah, first thing I told Chris Hero was that I loved his IWA Mid South matches against CM Punk, the Tables Ladders match, the 90-minute time limit match. That they were great matches, and he seemed to appreciate it. And I was, got the 8x10. Told him yeah, can you sign the DVD too? And he was like, no problem. Like, tell him like, yeah, it's kind of cool. We have everybody on the DVDs here today. He's like, well, not everybody except for Kurt Hawkins. So I'm like, yeah, but like, all the hosts are there. He's like, yeah, 304. And I almost forgot to take a picture of him, and he was, of course, it's nice enough to take a picture of me too. Really cool guy. And I thought he was just like really easy to talk to. Definitely, if I ever had to rank the nicest wrestler I ever met, he'd be near the top for sure. So then after meeting Hero, I went to Colt Cabana to finish up the hat trick, I guess. And I didn't want. I could just went up to him and say like, "Hey, can you sign this?" And he would have done it for free. But I didn't feel like doing that, so I wanted to buy something for him. And it was pretty cool. So he has this thing now where he has our wrestling 8x10, where says our wrestling with blank, and he can fill in the person's name in there, and it's a picture of him with the person next to him with no face. I think it was confirmed it's really CM Punk's with his face taken out. And what Colt Cabana does, he actually draws you. He stares at you and draws your face and then gives you, which I thought was pretty cool. This is how it turned out. Yeah, see here, Colt Cabana, you see the autograph. See with Tony. ColeCabana.com art wrestling. See how my face turned. I thought it looked pretty good. And he's like, a reenactment, so he's like drawing it. Like Penny's looking at me. He's like, okay, Tony. I'm a very quick drawer. You'll see how good it turns out. And then meanwhile, Chris Hero is like right next to ColeCabana. He's like staying next to Cabana, and he's like watching Cabana draw me. He's like looking at each other like, yeah, looks pretty good. And it's just so bizarre. I'm watching ColeCabana draw a picture of me, and like to his right is Chris Hero, and Chris Hero watching ColeCabana draw a picture of me, and he told me that like last year that like 1 year from today you're gonna like be standing in front of ColeCabana drawing a picture of you, and Chris Hero was gonna be like saying, yeah, good job, it looks good. I'd be like, no way, you're crazy, man. That actually happened. That's unbelievable. Like Chris Hero and ColeCabana, like forget the indies. These are two of the biggest names in wrestling. Period. ColeCabana, I mean, like his podcast is one of the best podcasts in wrestling. Chris Hero, man, he's great guy from PWG, great guy from Ring of Honor, great guy from IW Mid-South. He's hold numerous titles. I mean, two of the biggest names in wrestling. Just forget about indies, just wrestling, period. So, I mean, amazing meeting them. This turned out pretty cool, I thought. And then, of course, then I asked him, yeah, can you sign my DVD too? And no problem. So, that went easier than I was thought it would go. I got all three of them to sign a DVD, which was cool. And as for the actual show, I mean, the show was great. Cabana's match was awesome. The best match of the night, Ciampa versus Chris Hero. Man, those guys had a good match, like 22 minutes long. Really hard hitting. I mean, one of the best matches I've seen this year. Even like Chris Hero, I mean, I've seen some of Chris Hero's like PWG matches, and man, I thought this match was like better than most of those matches. And even Ciampa, after the match, got on the mic and said how proud he is to be here in AAW, and how like he told AAW wants like good competitors, and he put over Chris Hero as being like one of those good competitors. And man, it was awesome. And they hugged after the match. Great match, great show, and then great merchandise, man. 8x10 for ColeCabana, 8x10 for Chris Hero. Finally got to meet Chris Hero the first time ever. So glad to meet him. Like, I think he's CM Punk's best opponent ever. It's my favorite CM Punk feud. Forget CM Punk and Cena, or CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, or even CM Punk and Samoa Joe. Punk and Hero. That's like their number one feud. And this is awesome. Developing and speaking, can't wait to watch this. All three guys sign it. That's sweet. Alright, thanks for watching. It's pretty late. I might be going to bed soon. But yeah, thanks for watching.